Annyeonghaseyo, Namaste, Sitaram, Assalamu Alaikum. Welcome to Cooking with Madho. Today I show you Singapore Noodles, that famous British Hong Kong inspired dish. Coming from colonial Hong Kong in the 1960s, this rice noodle or vermicelli is placed in hot water and then drained and subsequently stir-fried. It is then immersed in the flavor of Madras curry. So it really is an ode somewhat to British imperialism that we still manage to keep this dish in, culinary popularity across the world. It's a kind of weird tribute to British imperialism and its legacies in some very unique way. So shout out to all my British friends for the Jubilee. All the best to the Queen. Long live the Queen. But in this era where we just celebrated Indian Arrival Day in Trinidad, I want to also give a special shout out to the Trinidadians. And what we could get from this dish is a dish that is colonial in nature, but can now be nuanced or localized to our taste buds. And we kind of have to improvise with global cuisines and be inspired by their recipes and then localize it. So I'm not using char siu pork, no. I'm not using shrimp, no. I'm using local vegetables. I'm using one sweet pepper, julienne. I'm using a small bit of pumpkin, thinly sliced or julienne. And I'm using some local Jamaican mushrooms that spring some moisture to ensure that the vegetables are not going to stick to the pot, especially since I'm not placing a lid on it. There is no steaming. This is essentially a stir fry. And then with this heat that has really went through my vegetables, almost like al dente pretty much, I then decide it's time to put my focus on the curry. In goes the Madras curry. If you see an off yellow color, that's my usage of Pakistan shan. But you don't need to use that masala. You can use any kind of curry. So if you're Japanese or Korean, try otogi curry. You could use, typical Surinamese Trinidadian curry, or the Jamaican one that has a higher concentration of turmeric. That's your choice. The Filipinos might have a curry as well that is slightly different. I think all of these are good curries. Even the bamboo shoot curry that comes from Indonesia, I think could be used with great effect or efficacy. And here all you do is you pretty much add the noodles and coat the noodles with the curry flavor once the slurry was created by adding the curry. And you want to get the noodles to look kind of yellow and pretty, and it adds for a colorful demonstration. And children love this dish. It's very economical, it's very cheap, and it's one of those dishes that you get in Chinese takeout. So it adds a buzz and excitement to your family if housewives or fathers could make this dish quick for their children. What are the advantages? It's cheap. It's quick to cook. It looks like fast food and it's Chinese, but it's ridiculously cheap. So why not try it and own this recipe? So it was fun showing you this recipe today, and I hope to see you soon. Remember, the star ingredient was my version of mushrooms, but you change it. Ciao, Gayo. Bye-bye. Firmilinge.